Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gisleniq if this is your first time here. Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 6. So as you guys can see from the title of today's video, you guys will know that today's video is going to be a bake with me video. I'm going to be attempting to make Christmas sugar cookies for the first time from scratch. I have never made sugar cookies before. Literally the only thing that I've ever tried to bake other than pizza is chocolate chip cookies, and I messed that recipe up. So my track record is 0 for 1. So hopefully I can redeem myself today and make some really good Christmas cookies. Hopefully I make some really good ones so I can give some to my neighbors. I'm also going to be decorating them, so hopefully I can make the icing properly and make a little cute decoration on them. If you want to see how these cookies turn out, if I can actually call myself somewhat of a baker, then go ahead and keep watching. All right, so first I have some all-purpose flour. Then I have some baking powder. I have some pure vanilla extract. I have some unsalted butter. I have some light corn syrup. I have some eggs. I have some powdered sugar. And then I also bought these cookie cutters from Target. I have a Christmas tree. I have what I think is a Santa. And then I also have a star. And then I also bought some classic gel food coloring because like I said, I am going to be icing all of these and making them really cute. And then I also bought this decorating set. So it has 4 tips and then 8 decorating bags, like piping bags, so I could put the icing in there. And then I also have some measuring cups. And then I also have my KitchenAid stand mixer. This will just make the process a little bit easier. If you don't have this, I don't think you need this. You could just use like the hand ones, or you could just use your hands. But I'm trying to make this process as easy as possible and the least amount of possibility for me to mess it up. So hopefully this will help. And then you also need some milk for the icing as well. Another thing that you're gonna need that they said will make it a lot easier and less chance of you messing up is a food scale. So I also have one of those, so I'm also gonna be doing that. And so while my butter softens, I'm gonna go ahead and just start measuring out the ingredients, so like the flour specifically, because I was watching some videos and people were saying if you put too much flour, your cookies could come out hard. So I really want to make sure that they come out as good as possible. So I'm going to try to measure everything to the best of my ability so it comes out as good as possible. I'm going to go ahead and just move some of the stuff that I don't need. So for all-purpose flour, it says 2.5 cups or 315 grams. So let me get a bowl. All right, so here I have a bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the scale. I also have another bowl right here so that I can make sure that the flour has no lumps. So let's see how much this is. All right, so that was 139 grams, which was about 1 cup. So it says I'm supposed to do 2.5 cups, so I'm gonna do 1 more cup. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here so you can take out any lumps. That is 291 grams so far. I need 315, and that was 2.5 cups. So I'm gonna do another 1/2 cup. And then let's see if that'll give us the 315. I'm gonna add it slowly, so I don't want to go over. Oh, there you go. All right, so I just finished washing my bowl right here for my KitchenAid. My butter is pretty much softened. Like when I touch it, I can feel like indentations on it, so that tells me that it's softened. So it says 226 grams of butter. I'm also gonna measure that out because I don't want to mess it up. So I have a little bowl right here. All right, let's see. It says 1 cup. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with like 3 tablespoons. All right, that's only 60 grams. All right, let's do some more. 97 grams. Something tells me I'm gonna use this whole thing of butter. Right, 125 grams. Oh, I hope I have enough butter because I only bought one of these unsalted butters. All right, let's see. 125, 145, 170. Oh no. Please be enough. 194. Y'all. 225. All right, so one whole thing of butter was exactly 226 grams. So basically you need one whole 8-ounce thing of butter. I'm using the Kerrygold unsalted. That's what the recipe suggested, to use unsalted, because that way you can control the salt levels. I'll make sure to link down below the recipe that I'm following if you guys want to follow the same recipe as well. All right, so I'm gonna set my butter off to the side, and then I also need butter and then 1 cup of granulated sugar. So let me get my sugar. All right, so I have my granulated sugar here, and I have another bowl. So I'm just gonna put that bowl on the scale, because again, I'm gonna measure this out as well. I just put so much sugar on the floor, what the heck? All right, so I need 200 grams of granulated sugar. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour. All right, so here we have 200 grams of granulated sugar. Gonna put this off to the side as well. So I have my butter, I have my granulated sugar. I need 1 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 large egg, which I have right here. I have my flour, and then I need baking powder and salt. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure those out, and then we can go ahead and start mixing. So I have the stand mixer attachment that I need. So it says to go ahead and combine the butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the butter in there. So combine the butter and the sugar and beat until creamy and well combined. I wish that it said whether they wanted it on high, on low. These instructions are not super specific. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with like medium and go from there. So go ahead and lock this in. And we'll see. I hope the butter is soft enough. Alright, so this is what it looks like so far. I think that's good. Alright, so it says to keep mixing that until it's creamy and well combined. It seems creamy to me. So it says add egg and vanilla extract and beat until well combined. So it's supposed to be 1 large egg. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pop that in there. Alright, and then I need to add the vanilla extract. So I have my vanilla extract right here. And for vanilla extract, it says 1 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So start off with 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, where's half, and then 1/2 teaspoon. In a separate medium-sized bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, and salt. It says gradually stir dry ingredients into wet until smooth and completely combined. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little small measuring cup so I can start adding this in slowly. So this is what it looks like so far. And I've never made this, so I don't know what this consistency is supposed to look like. But I'm gonna hope that I'm doing this correctly. While that keeps mixing, I'm gonna go ahead and clean, because the next step is to divide it and then blend it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the station up while this keeps mixing. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm trying to see how this is gonna come off. Okay, it's not too bad. I can just kind of, yeah, all right, that's not too bad. All right, so let's go ahead and spread this out. All right, so it says lay out a piece of plastic wrap and transfer approximately half of the dough onto the wrap. Dough will be quite sticky at this point, that's okay. All right, so I have parchment paper and I have plastic wrap. So I'm gonna go ahead, because it says half, I want to be as precise as possible. So I just took out some parchment paper, and so let me try to take all of this off. This is what it looks like. So I'm gonna try and take this all off and put it on here so I can get half Exactly. That's to take half of the dough and cover the dough with clear wrap or wax paper and mold it into a flat disc, and then wrap tightly, and then repeat with the rest, and then transfer dough to the refrigerator and chill for 2 to 3 hours. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so it says to wrap it tightly, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it with some plastic wrap. Alright, done the first one. So here we have my 2 doughs, wrapped, flattened. So now these are gonna go in the fridge for 2 hours. Alright, my love, so I have my dough in the fridge and I just need to let that chill for the next 2 hours so that way it's easier for me to roll out, because right now it's just too sticky for me to just roll it out right away. So I figured while we wait for the dough to chill, I would show you guys my espresso martini recipe. I feel like I just recently perfected my espresso martini recipe that I like for me personally. So I figured I'd show you guys and we could have a little drink while we wait. So let me show you guys everything we have. So I always like to add Baileys to my espresso martini. I don't really like strong drinks, so if I can get it to be a little sweet, I love that. So I usually will add Baileys or Kahlua, but Baileys is what I have here. And then I don't have an espresso machine, so I just bought this espresso coffee from Whole Foods. This is the Chameleon, I think it's called, the Chameleon handcrafted cold brew, and this is the espresso coffee. And then your vodka of choice, I'm just using Tito's. And then I have this Mr. Black coffee liqueur. I don't think that you need this, but my father-in-law recommended it, so I have that. And then I have just my little martini glass, and then I have my shaker, and then I have this to measure everything out. First, I like to start off with some ice, so let me go ahead and scoop some ice in here. So I do about 1 scoop of ice, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 ounces of the espresso. This is enough for 1 drink. And I'm gonna do about 1.5 of the coffee liqueur. I'm not much of a drinker, so I don't like my drinks super strong. Then again, about 1.5 ounces of Tito's. And then because I like my drink sweet, I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 full ounces of Baileys. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. All right, now time to shake it up. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and pour it out. Y'all, no fucking way. That's literally never happened before. Never. All right, let me go ahead and clean this up. All right, so I just went ahead and cleaned everything up. Still can't believe that happened. That's literally never happened to me before. All right, so now time for the taste test. Cheers. Yep. Woo! Oh my God, that's so good. If you like your drinks to be a little bit on the sweeter side, I would definitely recommend this. If you don't like your drinks super sweet, I would say maybe do 1 ounce of Baileys only, or just don't put the Baileys in at all. Personally, I just love sweet drinks, so that's why I like to add the Baileys in. But yeah, this is so good. Definitely try this out. And if you guys try it out, let me know. Tag me on Instagram. Let me know in the comments, whatever. Just let me know if you guys like it. Literally, I'm so glad that I perfected my espresso martini recipe, because now I don't even have to go out. I could just make my own espresso martinis at home. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue to sip on this. We have about 1 hour, 20 minutes left before the dough is ready to be rolled out and we can put it in the oven. All right, my loves. So it's been just over 2 hours since I put the dough in the fridge. So it said between 2 to 3 hours. So it's been like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Go ahead and take out one of the halves and see how it is and then start rolling it out. So here is one of the halves. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some flour on my counter. And then I saw that they put a little bit of flour on it. So I don't have a rolling pin. So I'm just gonna use an olive oil bottle and hope for the best. No, it's breaking. Why is it breaking? Guys, why is it breaking? Am I putting too much pressure? Yo, it's literally breaking. Look. No, don't break. Please, please, please. All right, maybe I was putting too much pressure, so I'm doing lighter pressure now. Also, I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees right now. I think that if you put too much pressure, it starts to break. So I've been putting a lot of lighter pressure and just like rolling it around, not focusing too much in one area. And that's been helping, but the edges are literally all cracked because I think I put too much pressure initially. All right, so I completely forgot that I was not supposed to roll it out too thin. So I don't know if I did already roll it out too thin, which if I did, I'm just gonna make sure that I follow the instructions on how long I should cook them for. But I'll make sure not to do that for the next batch. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting these. I already washed them, I just need to dry them up. All right, so this is what I'm gonna bake them in. So I'm just gonna add some parchment paper. So once I cut them, I can just put them right on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the star. So I'm just gonna tap it lightly into the flour. All right, so it's not coming off that easily how I was expecting it to. Hold on, let me see if I can try one more. Okay, I just need to put a little bit more pressure. Oh, but it's like not really. Okay, let me see. I don't know if you guys can really see what's going on, but I'm just gonna take off. Let me think. All right, I'm gonna try to use this. I'm gonna try to use this to take it off because for some reason it's not coming off. This might be a little too big, but I'm gonna just try anyways. All right, so something tells me that something's wrong with this dough just because it shouldn't be that difficult to pick it up from the videos that I saw. But I'm gonna stay optimistic. So I was able to make 8 cookies out of like half of that. So I'm gonna put the rest in the fridge because I don't have any more space. All right, so I just took them out. Some of them, the edges are a little brown, or maybe a little too brown. I don't know if I would cook them, but then some of them it isn't. So I don't know, I cooked it for about 9 to 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them on a rack like this so they could cool. And then I'm gonna start making my icing. All right, so I have my cookies here cooling. So half of that made me about 12 cookies. And then I threw just a little bit of dough out because it was not big enough for me to make any cookies. So while those cookies cool, I'm gonna go ahead and start making my frosting. So I already measured out 3 cups of powdered sugar and I already sifted them. So that's done and out the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a bigger bowl so it's easier for me to mix everything. And I also have my camera here so you guys can see like a close-up of what I'm doing. Getting the angles for y'all. So I need 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk. So I have my little tablespoon right here. And 3. And then 2 tablespoons of the light corn syrup. I gotta be careful with this. So 2 tablespoons. All right, that's 2 tablespoons of the corn syrup. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix this all together. video, it seems like it takes a little while, so I just have to take my time with it. She said usually she ends up having to put another tablespoon of milk, so I'm gonna see. But yeah, I think I need 1 more tablespoon of milk, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that. I feel like I need more milk because I did over add on the powdered sugar. So I'm gonna add a little bit more because it still feels very thick right now. So it says it's supposed to have like a consistency where it kind of leaves like a trail. So I think this is good. So now that this is all done, I have to move quickly now. All right, so I want to have white, green, and pink. I don't know if I want more than that, but for now that's what I want. So I have a glass, and then I have these 2 little bowls so I can make the green and the pink. And then the white, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it straight into my little piping bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. Apparently this is the easiest way to like work with it. All right, so I want to have a little bit more white than the other ones, so I'm going to go ahead and just start separating. I'm going to go ahead and pipe the pink. So as you guys can see, I have my cookies right here. So I'm gonna be honest, I did not do the best job frosting. I think that I made the frosting way too runny. I added too much milk, and so it doesn't look great. It literally looks like a child did it. I don't even know if I'm gonna go ahead and insert a close-up because it looks that bad. However, it tastes very, very, very good. I really like the taste of it. I will make sure to link the recipe that I followed down below so you guys can follow it as well if you guys are interested in recreating this recipe. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you get notified every single time I post a new video. And I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Mwah! Bye!